A healthy, happy relationship takes a lot of work.
But that's a generic statement. We're going to break it down for you and see if you can come away empowered after this video to take your relationship to the next level.
The secret to healthy relationships with a spouse or partner or a significant other later in life when you're spending a lot more time together. Our answer has always been yes and no.
I don't like the no part. We know how to do this. Look at us. We're surviving. We're thriving. But have you ever seen, I'm sure you've seen, a picture of the couple, older couple, standing on the beach, holding hands, laughing, staring in each other's eyes? Or have you sat next to an older couple on an airplane and listened to their magical conversation, eavesdropped on their rich conversation? I know I have.
And I know I have. And the question for you is, how does it make you feel? Do you find yourself wanting that or romanticizing that?
I do.
Or even envious of what you think they have?
I'm not, because we have that.
Like most of what we share with you, a healthy, happy relationship takes a lot of work.
But that's a generic statement. We're going to break it down for you and see if you can come away empowered after this video to take your relationship to the next level.
This video came about because I have a really great friend, Carolyn, who's been married for over 30 years. And when you talk to her, she can remember the first time she saw her husband, how he looked, the twinkle in his eyes, how he laughed, the stories he told, and most importantly, how he made her feel. Over the course of 30 plus years together, they've raised a family, they had 2 careers, they bought and sold houses, they've lost loved ones, they had tons of successes and many failures. And over time, each of them have changed a lot.
You know, when I get in a bad way in our relationship, which is very rare, I tell you what always...
Very rare?
Very rare.
Or just rare?
Very rare. Very rare. But here's what I do when I find myself in a bad way with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I go back.
This is not on the script, so go.
I go back to the very first time I saw you. The very first time. I remember our very first conversation. And it was a business meeting, and it was a business relationship. And I remember my first question at the dinner that night. You know, I was really interested. You just come into town to take over the office. And do you remember my question?
You asked me, what was your leadership style?
Yeah, what was your management style?
Nope, leadership
style. What was your leadership style with your team? And you looked at me like I had 2 heads. Like, what the hell kind of question is that? But I was so intrigued with your answer. I really wanted to know what it is. And I really, you know, we had a great business relationship for about 18 months, got to know each other. And I had so much respect for you as a leader. And then I asked you out on our first date 18 months later.
That was nice.
But when I am in a bad place, I go to that.
You know, so what Mark
I went there 3 times this morning.
So what Mark and I have done is we've asked some friends, you know, how do you keep the magic? We asked them, and their answers are really what we want to share with you today, because they're the people that you see walking down the street, holding hands, or in magical conversations at dinner. One warning sign, though. This is hard work, and it is not magic.
Now, marriage can get tough. And later in life, as you leave your careers and come back together, you know, the divorce rate for gray divorce is up. That's people over 55. The divorce rate is up. We don't want that for ourselves, for sure. We're in a second marriage, so this one's going to last. That's why I got my go-to help.
Visualization?
Yeah. So we want
That's all
yours.
new to me.
What?
That's new to me that you do that.
I just started it this morning. That's not true. I do that a lot, actually. I do remember that moment.
Well, you
And
do
that
it a lot
brings me
because
back.
we're in tough situations.
I
a
know,
lot?
yeah.
Wow, this is going south.
It is not. This is great. Are you kidding me? So we talk a lot about relationships. We want your relationship to be great. We want ours to be great.